let's talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. We know y'all can't wait to talk about it, girls. So let's talk about it,
Lord.
okay? Tiffany and Mel. So they end up speaking about how Tiffany ended up going to Martell's what that boy had,
The book
that book
event.
signing that the kids didn't show up to. And she tells Mel, first of all, Mel let her know some details like, girl, you know, I had a family function, not a death in the family, so I
That's
had
the
to take my
thing.
kids there. And he told me this information at the last minute. So that's the reason why the children weren't there. Plus, it was my week. I'm not obligated to. So then Tiffany says, okay, well, I challenge you. Not Tiffany out here giving people challenges. Talk about something. I challenge you to keep the situation, you know,
Like,
on
don't
some
use the
other
old
stuff.
stuff.
Like don't be focused on what happened in the past. I challenge you to leave what happened in the past when it comes to these type of decisions. Okay. She says, and then had the nerve to tell this woman, you know, there's three sides to every story. And then Mel said, no, ma'am, because my side gonna always be the right side. I'm telling the truth. I said, Tiffany, I'm shocked. The way she
Why she
came at Mel
care?
like that. I
Why
don't
she care?
know.
Like, why does she think Mel or Martell owe her an explanation? It's weird to me how she kind of came like, well, why didn't you come? It's like, bitch, he's my ex-husband. Why would I be there? Like, it's
Mm,
weird how she really spoke like, but y'all can't about this. It's like, no, bitch,
a
we
fan.
divorced. Right. It's like we divorced because he cheated on me, had a baby, and we hadn't been divorced even for a year. So why does anyone feel like Mel should be this ever forgiving, there for Martha? And it's weird that Tiffany felt that way. I was like, is Tiffany drunken on drugs? Because I can't, because with her being someone who was divorced, you would think she would know that after divorce, you kind of don't want to be around that person, especially when the way they marriage ended. Like, it wasn't as
Ended.
if they just like fell out of love and they just, separated or whatever. Like, he fully cheated and embarrassed her on national television. So why think that? And even why believe Martell when you've seen Martell be a whole liar? Like, you witnessed this man
Right.
lie on TV in your face. So it was weird that Tiffany kind of went to Mel like on Martell's behalf, in my opinion. I think it was like, oh, he felt so sad. I was like, he wasn't sad because he knew the kids wasn't coming. And I think Mel
Right.
thinking like, these men want to control your life, they want to get divorced or whatever, they want to control things. Even though Mel was putting on extras because it's Mel, she was still 100% right in saying it was my week. And I'm not gonna allow him to tell me what he has going on, and then tell me to bring my kids there, and then tell me get the girl's hair done when it's my week. And it's
Right.
like, fuck him. So I think Tiffany should mind her own business.
I feel like Tiffany kind of came at it like a fan, you know, like a person that don't really got all the
Oh,
details, but on the outside, you know, you think you know, so you want to share your point. Like, I'm sure you're doing this because of the past, so make sure I challenge your thoughts, you know, challenge you to not do things because of the past. Don't make decisions because of that.
it ain't
And
even
it's like
that.
you ain't even got all the details, girl. You ain't, and you just already kind of like choosing up on the side. Like, that's crazy. And then to tell Mel about the past, Mel said, no, I'm gonna use that because that's all that I have to go off of at this time. And he's not really helping her with that. Just like the other Mel Nika said she don't trust you yet. So obviously, since
Yeah.
the divorce, he hasn't done things to make her feel like she can trust him.
Yeah, in the marriage, she can do things that he should trust. But it's
What
weird
what
because
he
it's
said.
like, it's not, it's like, what else does anyone expect Mel to base her decisions off of based on his actions? Like, he hasn't done anything that's how everyone makes decisions based on someone's actions. If I know someone's a crackhead, I'm not going to take them with me somewhere where they may be in the kitchen smoking crack. Or they may feel, because I know they have a tendency to do this or that.
Right.
So it's like she's making decisions based on what he's shown her. That's called being a smart adult person, not being gullible and being dumb. Because if you base stuff off of what I think they may do, but they ain't never did that thing, then you dumb because you're gonna come out looking like an asshole in the end.
Right.
Dumbass Tiffany.
Ooh.
Um, so for me, I'm sorry. I love when I make people that mad. They in them comments pissed. I'm
Damn.
I don't, just, I don't need to be reading.
sorry. Your city's trash. Deal with it. Okay. So it's not that deep, y'all. Nobody cares. Like nobody cares. They would never live there. All right, love. You really mad. Hold up. I'm gonna say this though, Tiffany. Tiffany did what everybody did when she was watching Martell. I think she felt bad. I think everybody, when they was watching Martell, slipped into feeling sorry for that nigga right fast, and then you caught yourself, you recovered. You was like, no, I'm not doing it. This is what you do. This is how you got mail back all them times. You know what I'm saying? Okay, peep it now. He is very manipulative, and I think he absolutely
Ariane even
knows
said that.
how to pull on women's heartstrings. And I think he was leaning into the shit for Tiffany and them so that people would feel bad for him. And I also think it's easy for people to hit Mel with that, you know, oh, she bit a baby mama shit. And it's like, no, bitch, I'm the mad ex-wife from like 6 months ago. Like, give me a minute. Like, how about you let me like stop being mad about the shit he did last week before y'all called me bitter? You know, but essentially I feel like what Martell was doing was manipulative, and it was a power play. And when Mel knocked that hand down, now he can't play that game with her no more, because now he sees it's not going to work. But what did Mel say? She wasn't invited. He wanted her to just drop the kids off and all of this, you know. And it's like, why do I want to go through all of that? For what? To make you happy? Why would I do that? Like, I don't even like you. Why would I want to make you happy? I don't like you. Like, you're disrespectful. You're on dates with coleslaw, being extra disrespectful for no reason. Like, I give a fuck. And you're expecting me to make all these concessions for you. And it's just like, but why? So I noticed that a lot in people's commentary about this situation. Mel could have, maybe Mel could have brought him. And I just kind of feel like, man, fuck all that. Fuck that nigga and his feelings and that book, because he is always taking somebody else's idea and turning it into his own. Miss Van, Mel's mom, has a book with the kids already. We forgot about that. They already have a book with Miss Van. So him doing the kids' book is not something new. He's doing the wine. Marceau and them got the champagne. What else is he doing now, y'all? Now
I think the calendar, the cookbooks or something.
Ain't never seen a nigga cook a salad. Okay? Ain't never seen a nigga prepare a meal the whole time we've been watching this goddamn show. And you gonna sit up here and tell me you gonna make a cookbook? You gonna make a cookbook. All right, whatever works. I hope it sticks.
Well, the kids did make into Miss Van's, book signing and meet and greet. They did. But shout out to Miss Van, because she also encouraged people to also purchase, Martell's book as well. She did. She's a nice woman, so she did say that. So
even though
I know
played
some of
with
y'all,
Martell.
He did. He definitely tried Miss Van. I don't know why people be feeling like they could try her. Okay, Miss Wanda, we talking about you too, girl. But anyway.
Why y'all playing with Tiffany like that? Talking about that girl look like a strong 42. That's fucked up.
Tiffany definitely came to the front and told the people that she was 34. And it looked like she had to ask her damn self, like, girl, am I 34?
Am I 40? I'm 34. Yeah, I'm 34. You know what it is, though? I think that Tiffany probably has had like a hard life, first of all. And also, I think it's because she dresses like an old lady. I think because she's not, she our age, y'all. And I really do think that because, she maybe views herself in a more mature way, like even the way she speaks, she seems older. I don't even think it's just about how she looks. Because when you look at her face, she don't have a line on her face. Like the face,
it's that attire.
Beautiful. It's the attire. It's the long dresses, and it's also the curls. Tiffany, you have to pull the curls out, girl. I love it, but you have to pull the curls out. She don't be pulling the curls out.
Tiffany mom was Monet, and she really, Zeke aged, and Zeke was 4 years old and 4 years younger.
Nigga said she dressed like a deaconess. I am done.
She do.
Done.
Y'all
she don't look 34.
Yeah.
She don't look old, but she do not look 34.
I keep saying
she don't dress 34.
Tiffany is not a year older than me. She can't be. She dresses like she's headed to bingo or something. Scotty, shut up. Not bingo.
What the hell? What? I missed that one. Oh, there you go. God damn it.
Look, I know, because I kept seeing people say his name, but I couldn't see none of his comments.
I was trying to tap on it. What's up, Scotty? Tiffany is not a year older than me. She can't be. She dresses like she's headed to the bingo. Exactly. Exactly. That's what she headed. What y'all thought about Stormy though? Stormy and Tiffany and that sit down. I
Yeah.
actually really, really liked Stormy. But and Stormy was keeping it real when Tiffany was just talking and talking. And she was like, "Girl, I just forgot. I forgot like what you said. I wasn't even listening." I like her. I do think it was a bit messed up for Stormy to tell her. I'm sorry, yeah, for Stormy to tell Tiffany, "We cool." Well, she didn't even say they was cool. She just said it is what it is. When it comes down to them being cool, I'm like, well, then y'all gotta be cool if it is what it is. If it is what it is, then it's cool. Y'all should be okay. You done brought this lady out. I think they'll be fine in the long run, though. What y'all think?
I like Stormy, but I also feel like she's gonna do something extra that's gonna make me not like her, and I don't want
Mm.
that. Like I feel like she wants to just maybe have an attitude for no reason. Because even her talking to Tiffany, she still had an attitude a little bit. Like, all right, bitch, we here. So was you. Like she was open to the conversation, but it was a bit of like, I don't like you. But I'm just here. So I like her. I think she's cool. You know what I'm saying? She seems new and refreshed to the show. But I can see her. I just feel like something gonna happen. I ain't gonna be happy about it. And I don't want that to happen. Like not her fussing with Destiny. I don't mind that. But you can't come at Kimmy. Like don't come at Kimmy. It's gonna piss me off. But you know, she's cool. She's better than Destiny.
I agree. Only because I feel like she's giving in a more authentic way. Like, like you could tell like that's her personality. Whereas with Destiny, I feel like she's been on the show for so long and it's still something about her that I don't know. But I will say this.
Her.
Yeah, we don't know her. It's like, damn, bitch, we have a reason not to know Stormy. She just came here. But you've been here, you go here, and we don't know you. So it's weird. But when it comes to Stormy and the way she treated Tiffany, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't like that shit. I'm not gonna front on y'all. I thought it was fucked up a little bit because I feel like in the moment, what are you mad about exactly? Like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, I was just kind of confused about what Stormy's issue with Tiffany really was talking about, beside that ignorant comment you made. And it's like, well, you're starting off shading me because you disliked me before I made the ignorant comment. I made the comment because you were coming at me and you were acting like you weren't. So let's start there. And then at the end of it all, they have this conversation. They talk about having babies and the issues that Stormy shared with her. And she's like, okay, so we're cool now. Mind you, you never had a reason to really dislike her in the first fucking place. So once you've had this conversation, her still not wanting to say, yeah, we good. Until something else happens, we're good. She couldn't say that. That made me feel like you're just trying to be difficult because you want to be the viewer. You want to give what the viewers give, and and I get out, and then also because there might be a tinge of you feeling like your rudeness is acceptable. But I'm gonna just say, when I met Stormy in person, she was nice. She was nice. She had a cute dress on. She was very sweet, bubbly personality. So I also equated the way she acted when I saw her on the show to like viewer. You're coming at it from what the viewers were feeling the whole time. But I feel like once you get on the show, you can't really do that. Like once you're on the show and you're actually interacting with people, I'm gonna need for you to have like that genuine interaction with a person before you form an opinion about them.
I feel like Stormy and Tiffany are the same person, but on different spectrums. I feel like they both are shady, except Tiffany is more, what did I say? And Stormy's more in your face. I think they both came in hot. They both came in opinionated. They both came in making a splash. They did it in 2 different ways. I do think they're like the same person.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody came in doing that. Destiny came in doing that, being mad about the Chicken King. And then sorry. And then we got Tiffany coming in hot, and now we got Stormy coming in hot. Everybody knew is gonna come in hot. I just wonder, are you going to be able to back up all of that moxie with storyline? Because we're parched. We're parched of storyline as it pertains to like the couples having something going on besides Martell and Mel. And I feel like a lot of what Mel is trying to do is to, and like, you know, that's why at the beginning when she was talking to Tiffany, and you broke his heart. Like, I was just like, girl, why is you patronizing this lady like this? And it's almost like, because I want you motherfuckers to spill your own tea so I can stop having to spill all of mine.
Ooh. Well, there's that.
There's that.
Maurice.
What's going on with your mic?
You can't hear me? It's messing up.
It just sounds like you're far away.
Hold on 1 second. Shouldn't be.
Is it just me?
Say something, Jamie.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You sound. I can hear, but you sound far. Like you don't sound as loud.
Yeah, you don't sound like how you did before. Like it sounds like you put your mic down or something.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Better?
No.
Is it better though? It's not better.
We can hear you. You're not as loud, but I can hear you though.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's fix it though, because you know we need to hear the girl. I like this. Yeah, I always thought it was funny how, you know, they be putting them together, but make sure they make Mel and Martell be on just somewhere near. He got to be off to the side, barely in the picture, like Maurice.
I think they got nothing going on, and I think him and Mel. I think Mel is really flexing her EP, you know, power, because she don't want to fuck with him. And I think it's his fault because he keep doing dumb shit. I think he had Martell to shut the fuck up. They got divorced, and he just didn't throw no salt or whatever. She may have still shot scenes to him, but I'm like, you drew a hole in a line in the sand. So
you don't know how to act.
Let you be on that side. I'll be on my side.
You remember last season when they got in that screaming match, and it felt like we didn't know if he was gonna like run up on her or not.
Mm-hmm.
That was like it. Like to me, that right there, that scene made it to me that there's no reason for anybody to question why she don't want to fuck with him no more. Like he was doing way too much in that scene, screaming and howling outside in that tight ass shirt.
He still is a fucked up individual.
He is. I mean, even the video with Ariana felt like putting it in Mel's face or something.
That's all. That girl.
I thought she was gonna unalive herself. I said, what happened? What happened?
Unalive.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah.
Is this better?
Oh yeah, you sound normal now.
Yeah.
Okay, I sound normal. Okay, great. All right, cool. Maurice and Martell. I hope I didn't interrupt nothing y'all was talking about.
Girl, you know we was just filling a space.
Okay, perfect. All right.
We don't do silence over here. We don't do no silence.
Okay.
Maurice and Martell, real quick. Maurice, Martell, and Louis pops up. He talks to Martell about the situation and the things that he may have said about his marriage. But Martell just felt like Louis was not qualified to speak on his marriage, but you be speaking on everybody else and their situations and stuff they got going on. So I'm a little confused as to why he can't talk on it. I don't know how y'all felt, but I just felt like Martell and Maurice were playing games with Louis. I felt like it was giving manipulation, trying to convince him that he was wrong and how they felt and what they thought was 100% accurate. And I didn't like that. I mean, at the end of the day, they did apologize to each other. Louis is would it be simp? That's what people that's the new word now, simp. Like, because it was given simp, like, okay, yes, I apologize, whatever. And I'm just like, I guess he don't want no problems. Even though he was doing all that big talk with Tiffany, I guess he don't want no problems. So he just went ahead and just said, I apologize. And so did Martell. He did the same thing. But he was feeling like F Martell and the stuff he talking about what makes a person qualified. Well, then you shouldn't have got your ass on this reality show if you don't want nobody talking about your marriage and you know they're going to speculate on it and they're going to talk about it. What else is going on?
I understood Marcel's point. I think it's a difference between people who don't know you having opinions on like YouTube, on Twitter, or, you know, in the atmosphere versus Louis and Tiffany who are on the show. You expect something different. And to me, it did seem like Louis and Tiffany's opinions was based on them watching the show. And I also feel like I do feel like in real world time, you can't comment on my personal life if you don't know me like that. You know what I'm saying? If you just coming in, you can't comment on what you've seen of me from a TV show. So I hate when Marceau is making valid points because Marceau's an asshole. And he uses his way of talking around situations to seem like the victim. But I got his point in saying, you haven't known me long enough and been around me long enough to say that I have a bad marriage. Because on this show, we should be better than that. And how about you get to know us first and then comment? Like, I think Mel, Martell, Kimmy, Maurice can say Tisha and Marcel ain't shit. They should divorce. It's some bullshit because they've been around. So that's why I said I got Marcel's point. And what I didn't like about Lewis was Lewis kept acting like someone saying, you don't know me well enough to critique my marriage in real life. He act like that was foreign to him. And I'm like, that's not true. Because if I have a coworker who know me at work, you can't comment on me and my dude at home because you don't know that. You've seen us walk around, cool, but you don't know me and him because that's just separate. But I felt like Lewis kept fighting it as in, but I can't say shit because, you know what I'm saying, you said shit. And I'm like, but to me, Marcel was kind of responding to Lewis and Tiffany versus going at them first. So I just like people should not comment on other folks' marriage in real life. Like, that's just not their place. Like, don't stranger me to death about what I got going on. You don't even know me, bro. Marcel's an asshole.
I agree with what you're saying, but I honestly feel like this is where semantics comes into play. Because first the fuck all, Lewis wasn't responding to something he saw on TV. And Lewis didn't say you had a bad marriage. Tiffany said that's probably why you have a not so good marriage. And I honestly feel like that is based off of the interactions they've had with Tisha and Marceau, not from watching the show. Not a specific thing when Lewis and him got into it. You said something to the men on camera. And then when Lewis had a conversation with his wife about it and his wife brought it up to Tisha, you got mad at Lewis as if bro code, he wasn't supposed to pillow talk with his wife about what you said amongst other niggas on camera. So that's the first part of this. That's bullshit, Marceau. Nice try, though. It's a very nice try. But no. Lewis had a right to say what he said because ultimately you came at him and told him that he shouldn't have been telling his wife what y'all talked about amongst each other on camera. Like your wife wasn't going to see it later on. That's where that bullshit really came into play. Okay, because I was just like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? You're mad at him because he told you can't tell me what to tell my wife, especially when you said it amongst all of us on camera. I'm gonna keep saying on camera because ultimately, you know, anything you say on camera is fair game to be brought back to anybody because people are gonna see it anyway. Okay, so Marceau making a big deal out of it to Lewis pissed me off, but what pissed me off more is Maurice sitting next to him and going in on a tag team type thing on Lewis. That really made me mad, Maurice, because motherfucker, you mad at your brother for doing the same thing, putting that picture out and starting that shit in your marriage. So what are you even talking about? Lewis, do us all a favor and get yourself together. And you know what I mean by get yourself together. Because see, Marceau saw his hips last season and decided to get in the gym. So now he's feeling himself. That's why he felt like he could go in for the kill. Because see, if y'all was physically in a situation where he felt like you might stand up and beat his fucking ass, he probably would have handled you differently. And another thing, and this is why I can't stand Marceau sometimes, because you pussy. At the end of the day, you would never roll up on Martell like that. And Martell done already sprayed your shit all over the place. And you still be walking on eggshells around that tight shirt wearing ass nigga. So I want to hear all of this. I go in for the kill if you come for me bullshit. Cut it out. Cut it out. You don't like the fact that Lewis held you accountable for your bullshit. If you would have communicated with your wife, then the shit wouldn't have went down like that. Period. And guess what? I ain't in your marriage neither. And I don't even know you. And I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. Now what?
Ooh, shit.
You made me mad because I was like, why y'all beating up on that man like that? Y'all tag teamed him and everything.
I felt the same. Hilarious. I felt the same. All right. Let's move on to Kimmy and Tisha. Okay, so Kimmy goes over and decides that she's going to let Tisha know that it's all love. I have no issue with you. She also decides that she's going to take this opportunity to snitch on Miss Kiki. Okay. Next thing you know, we see where Tisha and Kiki, they done met up. They done had a conversation. Kiki, well, Tisha really want to know, like, girl, why you over there talking about me to a BIT you know don't like me? And Kiki just like, well, girl, you was sitting over here talking about the same, you was talking about me to the same BIT. So it seems like it's fair game. I do understand how one may feel that way, but here's the thing for me, Miss Kiki. I agree with Tisha. Like, girl, it's because here's the thing, the primary thing, it's the apology for me, and it's the acceptance for me, and even more than the apology, it's the acceptance of the apology that you chose to take, and then you took this opportunity to bash this girl with Mel when just last season you was ready to go with Kimmy's SHI over your cousin, and then now you flip-flop and switching up. So it is making people wonder, right, about clout or whatever it is, ma'am. I do feel like you was wrong, and that's just really that on that. I feel like you was out of line, and it didn't happen 4-5 years ago. If you were supposed to be beefing at that wedding, you should have been beefing at that wedding. Why would you bring it to somebody else's slumber party? That's sad. You know what I'm saying?
I just recorded that on my phone to play later. That was no church. When I say like maybe like 4 days ago, it is in my phone. I'm like, I'm gonna post that on social media. That is you beef and it's a little wet.
Exactly. And I'm just confused. Like, girl, I'm sorry. I can't be on Kiki's side with this one right here. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all give me y'all thoughts, but I just feel like for me, Kiki, girl, you was wrong. Go ahead.
I think both Kiki and Tisha was wrong. I think they both did the same thing to each other and then just got mad at different times. Like Kiki should have been pissed at Tisha 4 years ago. And now Tisha can be mad at Kiki now. But y'all both did the same damn thing. It's like, if 4 years or 4 or 5 years ago, if Tisha and Marcel went to Maurice and Martell and spoke on some whatever situation was going on with Kiki, cool. But when this is the thing for me, when Tisha said, "But I told you what I said, and I may have been venting about you to them, but I wasn't laughing about you." You did the same thing Kiki did. So like y'all both equal, like it cancels each other out. Like y'all both can't be mad because y'all look alike, y'all act alike, like y'all the same goddamn person. So I felt like both of them fussing was irrelevant because y'all both did the same thing just at 2 different times. Yeah. So if Tisha apologized for what she did back then, Kiki, you need to, now's your turn to do what she did and say, my fault for going to Mel's house. And the common denominator is Mel's house. But I'm sorry for going to Mel's house and speaking on you in any way, shape, or form. Because I shouldn't have did that. But I'm like, y'all the same goddamn person. It's like, girl, put your boots on, go home, go to sleep.
Buenas noches. I had to do it. So for me, I feel like Kimmy had to go and tell Tisha what Kiki said. Like she had to. Ultimately, the way Tisha's mind works, if Kimmy had not told her that and that shit played out on the show, Kimmy would have had to hear that shit for another 2 years about how you ain't have her back. So she had to tell her. All right, that's the first thing. Second of all, even though if I was Tisha, I wouldn't fuck with Kiki no more ever in life. Like I just wouldn't fuck with her. But at the same time, I feel like Tisha is the same type of person that Kiki is. So ultimately, I kind of look at it like, bitch, if Tisha was my cousin and had done, put me out there bad like that to somebody and embarrass me, I might not give a fuck about they shit neither no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it helped me get a bag. Like, I might not give a fuck about you. I'm really one of those people that like, yeah, I'm not. Well, first of all, personally, I wouldn't go out of my way to do nothing bad to none of my family because I fuck with my people regardless. Okay. But at the end of the day, like, let you piss me off too bad and watch how some of it, not all of it. Like I wouldn't have done what Kiki did. That was too much. I'd have been like, male girl, you're trying to get me fucked up, but you're not gonna catch me. Okay. If you want to ask Tisha about her shit, you bring Tisha in here and ask her about her shit now. But see, she wouldn't have brought it if she knew she was gonna get a response like that. Honey, they already been talking. Meldon already said, Kiki, if I bring you on the show, will you, comment, what you feel is true? And Kiki probably was like, all right, I won't go into no specifics now, Mel, but I'll come on here and validate that shit was going on beforehand. And I think pretty much everybody knew that. And I think that's how Kiki wrapped her mind around that situation. But that last scene with them talking, I was just like, Tisha, bitch, you started off the conversation saying that maybe Mel is lying. And then Kiki was like, but you admitted it and apologized for it. And then she was like, but yeah, why are we still talking about it? And I'm like, but wait. I said, that's why I can't fuck with Tisha. And that's why I can't feel too bad for her. Because you were so ready to throw that on Mel as her being a liar when you know good and well she wasn't lying.
You said the shit. It's a super chat, Jamie. I know you see it.
Oh, thanks. Yes. Thank you so much, Lonerscape Productions, for the super chat. Why is Marceau mad? Wasn't it Marceau that posted the picture? And did you Tisha cousin face, or did we see Tisha cousin face when Tisha said she was gonna get cut off? I didn't even catch her face when she was like, let's just, cut ties. I didn't even catch that.
I think she made me look shocked because it was like, you gonna cut me off, like, for what? We didn't have worse. I feel like Tisha and Kiki are the kind of cousins who be beefing here and there. Like they have, like a sibling rivalry, or whatever. But it's weird that Tisha
mothers like Mama Wanda keep it up,
honey, and be flaming the fires. And Tisha, I think Tisha likes to be right, and so she feel like, well, you was there speaking on me, I'm right. It don't matter what I've done in the past. I'm right. And I'm like, but it do, because if y'all have this weird dynamic where y'all both have, spoken on each other to other people, then what you so mad for? Because you've done it to her. And if Tisha had not admitted to saying, well, I apologize and I told you what I said, and I did vent to Mel, it's like, well, okay, well, now it's Kiki turn to vent to Mel too. Mel is a venting friend of you both. And even somebody brought up how when Tisha was saying, don't you think that Mel will lie because we have issues? He was like, yeah, but 4 years ago, y'all didn't have issues. So why would Mel at that point in time be lying when y'all were good at that point in time? So it looked like Tisha is the one who's actually lying, because you're making it seem as if back then Mel would lie because y'all issues, which y'all did not. So Tisha be on bullshit sometimes.
She really do. Y'all, did y'all see this? Are we going to address how Tisha talked bad to Jalen? Because that pissed me off. I wanted us to circle today, because I ain't gonna lie.
Let's talk about it. I missed it.
She didn't talk bad to him, but she walked up to him at the bar before she went to talk to Kiki and was like, "Where's your suit?" And it came off as micromanaging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do anything around here, so I'm gonna come in here and make sure that Jalen is why aren't you wearing your suit, Jalen? And Jalen was like, because I haven't left yet. Like, meaning I haven't left to go home to change my clothes for the next shift, because I'm working both of them. Oh, so like, don't press me about what the fuck I got on when I've been here since this morning, and you just want me to go change clothes so I can come back here and be here till we close. Like, yeah, Tisha definitely is one of those people that she cares a lot about what people say about her. I don't care what she's talking about. And so she tries to overcorrect for the things that people are saying about her. So if they saying she a pushover, or they saying that, Marceau is over everything, so now she wants to show us that she's a boss. She wants to show us that she's in charge of the girls, so to speak. And it doesn't work because, she's glass. So
well, there's that. All right.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Anything else on Love and Marriage Huntsville that you ladies wanted to discuss that we may have missed?
No, but it was a good. I've been enjoying myself thus far. This feel like a good episode out this motherfucker.